So you've had high winds and you come out into the garden and find that your fence post, and this is a 4-inch post, has rotted at the level of the ground and snapped off, and your fence has come down, as has happened to me just now. So you're all eager to get your fence repaired, and you bought a new post, but when you dig down around the old one you find this. And as you can see, the previous installer has set this 4-inch post in Postcrete. Now I know there are options where you sort of whack a metal square post in, but this usually shows the base of the post and doesn't look very nice. So I wanted to do it properly and get rid of this concrete. I tried cold chisels, brick bolsters, that kind of thing, and it was taking centuries. And also it's difficult to dig out concrete when it's down a hole like this. So I've found a reasonably easy way to do it, and by means of proof, that's the one I finished. And I'll show you the tool that I got hold of that's made this relatively easy. So, and this is it. You get two bits actually. There's a point bit there, and there's also here, and just for size reference, this is my hand, so this is big. It probably weighs a few kilos anyway, and it has a big square bit that goes into the chuck there. This will go through that concrete like it's cheese. You can get, this is a McAllister one, 1500 watts, and I hadn't really considered getting hold of one of these because I thought, oh, I'll have to get an air compressor and all that sort of jazz, and it'll be a pain in the arse. But this is 1500 watts, so you can run it on a standard extension lead. It's mains powered, as you can see, and for height reference, size reference, that comes up to my waist, so this is big and pretty heavy, but as I say, it will go through the concrete extremely quickly. I'll give you a quick demo of that in a moment. Now these are available, well, this one's from B&Q. It was about 135 quid, and you might think, oh, that's a lot of money, but if you get a fencing guy in to do your fence, it's going to cost you at least that. And if you've got multiple posts to do, or your garden is like this one, with lots of fence posts, you are going to get use out of your power tool as the years roll by, and these posts rot one by one, as they tend to do. Things you'll need: a pair of safety gloves, get yourself some safety glasses. It's always worth a pair of ear muffs as well. These things, well, the loudest rating on this is 104 decibels, so you don't want that near your ears for very long. You'll need a spirit level, of course, to put the new post back in. Best to have the new post available, because when you only need to take enough concrete out from round this post so that it wiggles slightly. Bear in mind, this is going to be set in about 2 feet, or at least 18 inches anyway. So take enough concrete out from round about so that the post, if you hit it with a sledge, now don't snap it off, but if you hit it, it can move left and right once you've chiseled away all of the surrounding concrete, and then you can just slide that up and you'll be able to pop your new post in, and then surround it with your bag of Postcrete. Just follow the instructions, spirit level to level the post, and then put your pile of earth back in around, and the job's done. As I say, the difficulty is getting this concrete out, and this is the tool to do it. Now I've noticed on Amazon you can get a 1350 watt or a 1250 watt version of this for as little as £119 new. If you can get a second hand one, it'd be even cheaper than that. So it's so worth the reduction in hassle, backache, and everything else. So it's called a 1500 watt breaker, and you can get different bits for the chuck. Incidentally, don't use Crocs in the garden when you're using this, although I suspect toe detectors are not going to protect you against this. Alright. So just by way of demo, this is the sort of action you get. and as you can see, it just goes straight through that very easily. And this is the hole after working on it for approximately 60 seconds only. As you can see, it's just smashed that to bits. Just fish out the blocks, do the next layer, and the post, you'll have exposed enough of the post to wiggle it around and take it out in no time. So once you get it to this stage, hit it left and right with a big hammer, something like that. Try not to destroy it completely, and then once you wiggle it, you'll find that the thing will come out of the ground. Leave that square hole, you can put your new post in there, but bear in mind there's quite a lot of it still below the ground there. And for those of you that are thinking, rubbish, I'm going to use a cold chisel, that's the amount of concrete that came out. So if you're going to do it manually, it's going to take you a while. So, summary conclusion, the McAllister 1500 watt breaker, absolutely awesome. This has saved days of sore back. Highly recommended you get one of these. Got my new post in, just to fill this with some half full of water, put the postcrete in, a bit more water, then all the rubble can go back in the hole, and job done. Brilliant.